American woman tries to disarm cop at Sangster Airport taken to hospital for psychiatric evaluation. Police have taken an American woman to the Conner Regional Hospital for psychiatric evaluation after she stripped naked and attempted to disarm a cop who tried to subdue her at the Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay, St. James. Reports from the St. James Police are that about 11 a.m. Tuesday, the female passenger was about to check out when she stripped naked and got into a physical confrontation with her friend. A member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force intervened and was attempting to restrain her when she tried to disarm him. She was eventually restrained and taken to hospital. The incident, which was captured on video, has since gone viral on social media. Hotel chef killed in Hanover gun attack. A chef at a popular hotel in Hanover was shot and killed by gunmen on Norman Manor Boulevard near the resort on Monday night. He has been identified as 48-year-old Ron Simpson, otherwise called Tyson, from Cave District in Westmoreland. Reports reaching reporters are that around 10:20 p.m., Simpson had just finished working and had gone outside the hotel, where he reportedly moved his private motor vehicle closer to the resort main entrance. Police said Simpson exited the vehicle and stood outside, waiting on a fellow employee when two men alighted from a white Toyota Axio motor car, which was parked nearby. One of the men opened gunfire, hitting Simpson multiple times before fleeing the scene in the said Axio. The police were summoned, and on their arrival, Simpson was found lying on his back with a gunshot wounds to the upper body. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. No motive has been established for the attack. 41 vehicles found in St. Mary as police uncover major car stealing ring. Police in St. Mary said that up to 41 stolen vehicles were found over the weekend as part of a high-level probe into a major car stealing ring in the parish. Reporters understand that the Stolen Motor Vehicles Unit and the Criminal Investigations Branch have been engaged to investigate the case. Head of the St. Mary Police Superintendent Bobette Morgan Simpson said that the ring was uncovered after a report was made about one of the missing cars. She said when the vehicle was tracked, the police were led to a site in a common community where 28 other vehicles were found, most of which were scrapped. It so happens that an Axio was stolen in the Arcabesa area and a Mark X was stolen in the Three Hill area. It so happens that the owner of the Axio had a tracking device on the vehicle, so he tracked the vehicle and it led to an area called Como. The police accompanied him to the location and the Axio was found as well as the Mark X. The police said that there were 28 vehicles at one location that were scrapped and there were mostly Axios and other varieties of vehicles there, she stated. She said further investigations led to another location in Rocky Hill in the parish where 13 other vehicles were found. A further search led us to another location in Rocky Hill where we also saw 13 other vehicles, mainly Axio, and we saw a number of license plates. From our indications, those vehicles were not really old. It's very sad that the persons are investing, spending hard-earned money, borrowing and buying their vehicles, and there are just some people out there waiting to take it away from them, she said. Superintendent Morgan Simpson is urging motor vehicle owners to be vigilant and install tracking devices. If it wasn't for the tracking device on this vehicle, it is highly unlikely that it would have been found, but because of that piece of technology, the vehicle was recovered and in the process, another vehicle that was stolen was recovered. And we stumbled upon what is evidently a very high stolen motor vehicle ring, she stated.
Because if it wasn't for the tracking device on this man's vehicle, then it is highly unlikely that it would have been found. But because of that piece of technology, then, the vehicle was recovered, and in the process, other vehicle that was stolen was recovered, and we stumbled upon what is evidently a very big stolen motor vehicle ring, where the location that we went to was basically a chopping site, because a chopping location, because so many vehicles were literally ripped apart and cut apart. And we saw a number of license plates. From all indication, they were mainly J, K, and I saw H. So it means that those vehicles are not too old. They were relatively not so long ago bought by the owners. And we also saw personal items in the vehicles as well, So it's very sad that, persons are investing, spending hard-earned money and borrowing and buying their vehicles, and there are those out there who are just ready to take it away from them.
Lifeguard reported the on the run after being accused of raping 11-year-old at Mobile Beach. A man said to be a lifeguard at a popular Harmony Beach Park in Montego Bay, St. James, is reportedly on the run after being accused of raping an 11-year-old girl on the property on Saturday. The man, known only as Rasta, is of slim build, dark complexion, sports a dreadlock hairstyle, and appeared to be in his 40s, the police stated. Reports reaching reporters indicated that the child and her mother went to the beach to swim. It is understood that around 4 p.m., while the child was in the water, the suspect, who was performing lifeguard duties at the venue, held her around her waist. She was then reportedly molested. It is alleged that she kicked the lifeguard, swam towards her mother, who was some distance away, and told her what had occurred. The mother reportedly confronted the suspect, who took his belongings and ran from the park. He has not been seen since. Police to ramp up efforts to nab motorcyclists who engage in criminal acts. In an effort to curtail crime, the Constabulary's Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch will be ramping up efforts to nab motorcyclists who engage in criminal acts. Head of the Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch, Assistant Commissioner of Police Kerry McKenzie, says several reports have been received of motorcyclists who are not only in breach of the Road Traffic Act, but are also committing criminal offences including murder. In the meantime, ACP McKenzie is reminding motorcyclists that the transportation of a pedant rider requires the use of a driver's license.
One of the things that we will do is to target motorcycles in a very serious way. We aim to ensure that motorcyclists move around the country in a safe manner and that they conform to the road traffic law as it relates to motorcycles being licensed, being passed, and properly insured. We also intend to reduce significantly the number of crimes that are committed by persons who use motorcycles. And so the police will be much stricter in terms of our actions. Persons are driving motorcycles carelessly, and in some instances, they are using motorcycles to commit breaches of other crimes other than road traffic. It is very important that persons understand that to drive a motorcycle and to transport a pillion rider, that they need to have a driver's license. And so we will be taking very strong action where persons are found to be transporting persons without driver's license. In fact, all motorcycles that are moving around with two persons will raise a red flag, for which we will ensure that we do the appropriate checks, searches, and where necessary, arrest, prosecute, and seize where we have to do so.
Jamaica's retailers suffer disappointing Christmas sales. Retailers across the island say sales were very low over the recent Christmas season compared to previous years. Those stores ramped up sales promotion and offered discount during the holiday period. Inflation and the fact that Christmas Eve, traditionally the day with the highest consumer traffic, fell on the Sunday were cited among the reasons for the poor sales. Anthony Pearson, principal of Lloyd's department store in Montego Bay, St. James, said it was a disappointing Christmas season, while pointing to bad weather and the state of public emergency implemented in the parish as possible reasons for the lackluster sales. It was disappointing, very slow compared to previous years. Probably a number of things contributed to it. The weather wasn't so good, and then the whole state of emergency situation. I think as a result, a lot of things that were supposed to take place didn't take place, entertainment wise, and when there is no entertainment, there is no one to buy new shirt and new outfit. I think a combination of things, so it was very soft, Person added. As for the Amar's department store director, Michael Amar Jr. stated that low sales on Christmas Eve weighed down the overall numbers. He said, however, that it's expected when December 24th falls on Sunday, and noted that in anticipation of it, he made the decision to close the store in downtown Kingston and had early closure in the Amar store in the Suffering Center in St. Andrew. The period up to Christmas Eve was what we expected. It was not spectacular, but it was good. Christmas Eve was bad because it fell on a Sunday, so we didn't open our downtown store at all because it doesn't make sense. Sovereign closed at 7 instead of 11 again because it was a Sunday, and at a village, and the mall is where we had the crowd. That happened every time. Christmas Eve is on a Sunday, so it's not like we didn't expect it, but it does impact our overall numbers for the season. That one day being on a Sunday, it eats into the figures, Amar Jr. disclosed. He further told reporters that he expects that Christmas 2024 will be better as this year Christmas Eve will fall on a Tuesday, a day more ideal for sales. But Christmas 2024 will be on a Tuesday, so that will be better for the stores because you get the Saturday and then you will get Sunday and Monday. So this year will line up better. But we know that this is going to happen and we're expecting it, he added. Sales figures were also low in the food and household items department. Mr. Azan, chairman and chief executive officer of Megamart Wholesale Club and Bashko Trading Company Limited, pointing to inflation as reason for the low sales at the outlets during the Christmas season. It was a very flat Christmas in dollars, which means that unit sales, which would have been down because costs have gone up, price went up, so dollars sales were down, he stated. He added that a decline in non-food items happened first, as he believed the food took priority for the majority of the shoppers last Christmas. Asan further explained that even when it comes to food bought, there was a shift in the selection made possibly due to affordability. He told reporters that the company is utilizing promotions to mitigate the downward sales trajectory, but disclosed that so far in January, sales are not off to a good start. Well, we are doing a lot of promotions, but nevertheless, the year has not started brilliantly either. It is still a downward trend, the CEO added. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.